Hello and welcome to round 3 of the 2024 season of Rony's Tuesday Fun Race Extra Large in Live for Speed, sponsored by World Class Lions here on Sim Broadcast. I'm Peter Butcher, and joining me in the commentary box tonight, it's Miika Sarkinen and Eoin Harmon. Eoin, you had a bit of a busy weekend.
I certainly did, yes. A heck of a season finale for GT2 Challenge, so yeah, it's great to be back to the usual routine.
And Miika, welcome along again for another hour or so of XL RTFR.
Good evening. Finally getting good after getting hit by influenza, but that was a couple of weeks ago, and I'm already gonna.
Hopefully all recovered and ready to go, as you said. So let's see what we've got in store today. We are at Aston Historic Reverse, the 8.1 kilometre 5-mile circuit here for 26 laps, 210 kilometres. We've had a qualifying session and the drivers have to make a 10-second mandatory pit stop throughout this race. This is going to be an interesting one. We've got a 21 car field and we should go through the qualifying results right now. Not that well. Yeah, so we have Mantas on pole position with Jordan Lavrikov in P2, with Rick Cardle and Unite, the Sidus drivers, there in P3 and P4. Asker, Soini, Koivunen and Jari Katila, the next 4 drivers, all from World Class Lines, with Rony in P9 and your teammate Miika in P10.
Yeah, I'm glad to see him go under 3 minutes when Mantas has that absolute time of 2:56 and 54. That's very good. But also under 3 minutes there's Twin and Lorenzo on P11, 12. Then we got a good bit of cars going just barely over the 3 minute mark.
Yeah, exactly. We've got everyone underneath the 105. So actually one car in fact over the 107, but GT4 Tube there, 21 cars to start this race with the XRT, tonight's car of choice, chosen by Mantas, who took pole position. If he hadn't have got pole position, I think a fair few drivers would have been a bit upset with him. Not the most popular combination, this one, but definitely a tricky one for your Tuesday afternoon. The 2-litre turbocharged inline-4 front engine rear-wheel drive XRT. We haven't seen this for a while, but good to have it back here today, Eoin. Should be fun. Should be challenging for the drivers for sure.
Yeah, proper challenge with one of our regular LFS vehicles. Of course, yeah, the road supers, that could be a big factor, because bringing them up to a proper temperature and maintaining it will be very difficult. So the mandatory pit stop will play a big part.
Mantas will hope to keep his championship lead after this one. He chose the combination. However, if he wins tonight's race, the honours for picking the track and car for round 4 will fall to the second place driver in tonight's race. Abe's P2, though he is not here this evening. He's not showing up for this one. Oh no, and yeah, we are ready to go in the background. So let's take it away, boys.
Yeah, without a doubt, we have our drivers. In fairness to Jordan, he wasn't around on Sunday, but they're GT2 Challenge caliber drivers on the front row, and we have the getaway. Let's see what happens. And yeah, with the right-hander coming up first in the chicane, it could be a case of Unite, as a matter of fact, in the background, yeah, with the Destruction Derby livery giving Rick a bump. But yeah, so far, so very polite.
Easy we go through the first chicane, nothing major going on. People keeping places, Mantas taking the early lead, Lavrikov trying to follow up close, but can't really keep up on the start.
Yeah, I'm looking at Maciek in the lower third. He was trying to go around the outside of Koivunen, but as a matter of fact, McElroy, I think, got a better launch, so he has made the overtake. And there's a battle with the GT4 Tube and Harmon. They're getting very close.
As well, we're watching Rony. He's on P9, trying to gain on the Hamlet ahead, who is fighting his fellow Finn, Jari Katila. And they're almost going side by side. It's a tricky car to make an overtakes in long corners like this. This is a car which you kind of want to fly. You want to keep the momentum and just let it slide through the corners slightly. Just not trying to heat up your rear tires, because then that will be a horrible case when you lose all the grip from the rear.
Yeah, and it's Mantas has had a very, very nice start, just over half a second, pulling ahead of Jordan Lavrikov, who we missed on Sunday, actually, Eoin, but good to see him back here for some RTFR XL.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, the fact that he was a strong contender, finishing well in the championship in the races he was able to participate in. So the fact he would be encouraged by that, and he'd love to get a win here in a RTFR XL event. We have Tamuli. He's got a good run here on the straight, but it will narrow very quickly with the right-hander coming up.
Yeah, that's a very good inside, and they both go very clean through it. And Hamilton next move goes up to P7, which is a nice glide from him, all the way from P10.
Yeah, one of the best starters of the day so far, but of course it's only lap 1, heading into the second lap, the final hairpin. Side by side, Rick Cardle has made the move on Lavrikov. And it could have been a case where there was a bit of contact, but it does help Mantas break away.
Yeah, but Lavrikov's managed to get back through, and yeah, if these two continue to fight, that's good news for Mantas, who can pull off a pretty early lead here. He's going to shoot through the camera. There he goes. He's going to be over start finish before we can even talk about it, probably, as the rest of the drivers streak under the gantry there. And Rony is going into the pit lane.
He must have full faith that those tyres will go to the end if he's going to take the 10 seconds mandatory stationary time. Oh, he missed the box, so he loses half a second there.
No work going on for Rony, but still stationary, so he's trying to time his pit stop to the exact 10-second minimum that you're supposed to do for your pit stop here. GT4 also in on lap 1. Mantas already heading down towards the Sector 2 line, while in the background we've got Lavrikov going through on Rick Cardle yet again, and this means that Unite is getting ever closer.
Unite will be finding whatever opportunity he can get, but to be honest, the windy sections coming up now, turns 8 through 14, will all be difficult overtaking spots. So for now, he just has to hang back and watch out in his mirrors for Arska.
Yeah, Lavrikov taking an extremely strange line through the first part of the second sector here, and that's allowed Rick Cardle straight back through. So yeah, this battling is going to play into the hands of Mantas, and it brings all 4 of our bottom runners in the top 5 together. So yeah, Oscar is indeed there as well.
It's just a case of Oscar and Unite wanting to keep an eye on for any possible easy overtakes that might come after Lavrikov and Cardle having a scrap at each other. But it seems like Cardle just got a pretty good exit and is pulling away from Lavrikov a bit. That's left him vulnerable against Unite behind.
I can see Twin Cam is having a go at Jari Katila on the back straight, heading into the right-hander of turn 16, then in the left into 17. Oh, he's misjudged it, so he's got a cut, and that will allow Lorenzo and possibly Sobis the chance to catch up. Lorenzo is through, but Sobis will have to probably use the next corner coming up to make a move, and he does it. And now Sobis wants to carry on the momentum. He pulls off an inside line move. Lorenzo too close to the grass, and that drags him towards the gravel, and he's lost nearly all his positions, and even Boy there gets through.
That grass is very slippery, and once you hit it, you just lose the car. You can't really keep it on track. Lorenzo going off, but able to return. Now we get Unite going side to side with Lavrikov here, and he's breaking the inside, and he's taking place. That's a really nice move towards the end of the straight.
Yeah, Jordan Lavrikov challenging for P2, drops to P4. I wouldn't have expected that necessarily, but it is a long race. We do have a 26-lap race here, so it's not all over by any means. Plenty of chance for Unite to bottle it, including here. where he goes a bit deep. Lavrikov trying to get back through straight away. Let's see if he can get revenge down into the next set of sweeping corners. No reason why he can't.
Oh, he's got a good run in fairness, Jordan. He's going to go for it. He has to be very late on the brakes, if at all, and he is, as a matter of fact, so he'll catch the loose rear end, and yeah, he pulls off the pass.
And they come down the hill, which turns sharply into an uphill section. Brilliant to drive this in the XRT. The rear end just dances around. You don't want to get too much slip angle, of course. You'll burn through the rear tyres before they've got themselves into the race, but it is a joy when you hook it all up and the car flows nicely. A work of genius, the design of this track, really. Favours, well, it's enjoyable in pretty much every car, but the TBO class absolutely loves it. As we head down to the hairpin then, and Unite gives Lavrikov a bump mid-apex, which you won't thank him for. And that compromises his exit quite a bit, so Lavrikov can try and scamper away.
We're now checking out Weed's progress against McElroy. The pop-up headlights are up on Weed's car, and yeah, he's probably a little bit too far back to make a difference as compared to what we saw. Twin Cam had a run on Yari, and that didn't go to plan. So yeah, it's probably best just to hang back unless you're absolutely certain the overtake is possible.
Yeah, but here's the gap between Mantas and the following four drivers. It's absolutely huge. It's 3 seconds already. We've almost completed 3 laps of this race at this point. So Mantas doing a very nice job. Rony did want me to point out that it was Mantas that chose this combination, which may explain why A, he's leading, and B, why there are slightly less drivers than normal. not the best combination for a Tuesday evening, but still 20 drivers have shown up to compete, and we're very grateful. We've got Sobis in Yari's draft. Sobis is live on Twitch, ladies and gents. If you want to check out his point of view, you can do, as he pulls out of the slipstream on the outside now, which becomes the inside for the chicane, and yeah, he's through. Good job.
Yeah, he made that stick really nicely, getting over speed. And yeah, he's pulled well clear. So if anything, Yari will again meet Twin Cam for a contest. And then Twin Cam, no, that's shut down straight away. Yari saw it coming.
Lorenzo and Weed coming together and going off the circuit. They've managed to get past Martin McCarry somewhere. So Weed making progress there with his pop-up headlights up, and Lorenzo, after falling off the track, trying to get a hold of the race. Really, I think that's the best way to put it. Now tucked up behind Miika's teammate.
Yeah, Lorenzo's been struggling this early part of the race, but we will see if he can find the pace that he does.
That's
Often
not a
have
good
this contact between. Luckily, they both survived that without any major coincidences. But yeah, that's Lorenzo through Matimoka once again, and following Weed to make the progress together.
Weed too deep, yeah, and yeah, he's a bit wayward at the moment. The run down to turns 12 and 13 coming up. Lorenzo will cleanly get by. Now he's just got to be mindful because turn 14, very common overtaking spot. Perhaps more often in the regular direction, I suppose, whereas in reverse lane it can be a bit more tricky.
Yeah, I was talking about how difficult this car is at the best of times, but especially here, where the rear tyres will start to get pretty hot after just a few laps, which seems to be happening to quite a few drivers, as we've now got Twin Cam emerging from the slipstream on Jari Katila, moves to the outside. Unusual choice, unless he thinks he can get past before the brakes, and yeah, he's through. That's a nice move. Can he hold it? We've seen him go sideways here a few laps ago trying to get past Jari, and he's gone deep again, but he's going to hold it this time. So finally, job done.
Yeah, now he'll want the P8 that was on his wish list before that previous mishap. So it's probably a second or so clear of him at the minute.
Yeah, and Magic is straight up to the back of Yari, whereas now we've got a fight on for P2, it seems, as Lavrikov is in the slipstream of Rick Cardle. Rick going very defensive, actually going to the pits very early, I'd say, in the stint. This is unusual for one of our front runners, but into the pit lane, hard on the anchors for Rick Cardle, leaving a small trail of rubber on the road. Pitting on lap 4, sorry, that's really unusual. So maybe not happy with the setup, who knows, but Lavrikov, in fact, he's got some damage. Where did he get that? Well, he's doing some minor damage repair, so maybe engine? We know that engine damage can be repaired now in pit stops, so it's possible he got some engine damage. But we will see. That now means that Lavrikov has to lap on his own, in the hope that Unite can help him out somehow, but doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon.
No, Unite, in terms of being useful to his teammate, he should be selfish and just race as hard as he can with Lavrikov and try and get second place and perhaps act as a bit of a distraction. Well, of course, Mantas too far away to be really messed with, so yeah, Unite should be selfless by being selfish. Oh, a little wobble there, I just saw on the replay.
Yeah, lots of cars going off here, but super difficult. You're on the limit of grip, absolutely coming through the sweeping corners there. Again, like I said, if you get it right, it's an absolutely brilliant feeling to hook it up, but if it goes wrong, the grass will be there to meet you, and it will slow you down throughout the rest of the sector. But yeah, 4.2 seconds the lead currently by Mantas over Jordan Lavrikov. Further second back to Unite, your top three. And Rick Cardle re-emerges in P15, but importantly without any cars around him really. He will arrive at traffic quicker than, say, Mantas and Lavrikov. And we have a lot of driving left to do in this race. We are only 20% through, or less than actually. So a long way to go. And Rick Cardle's going to have a lot of traffic to deal with that's going to try and slow him down. So Mantas can breathe one sigh of relief, I think, at this point.
Yeah, maybe one breath of relief, but yeah, any more and he might be getting complacent. So yeah, it's too early to start celebrating. Oh, twin cam. Yeah, he's got too much dirt on the tires after going wide before the chicane, the sort of corkscrew-esque, and he has to calm it down before Magic picks him off for this 8th position. So far he has blocked the racing line. Oh no, that's a bad exit. He misjudged his slide. Magic should be able to get through. Yeah, he has that extra 2 or 3 miles per hour advantage. Twin Cam will be better off getting the slipstream, but he wants to hang on in there.
Yeah, it's pretty close to one another here. Magic running the livery used in the Turbo Challenge, TBO Challenge by New Dimension Racing years ago. Great to see. But yeah, he's through on Twin Cam. There is a battle on for last between Hermione and Spider-Man. Actually, second to last, because GT4 is in the pits. But the active cars, we have a sort of a little fight going on here. It was a bit closer before, but Hermione currently P18. Mantas about to make it almost 5 seconds in the lead of the race. Oh, Unite goes a bit deep into the sweepers.
Rick Cardle, who of course pitted not too long ago, his first opportunity to battle on track, it's going to be with Michael, and it's too far away to be an opportunity to pass. And I'm sure the confidence that Rick will have now that he has the pit stop out of the way, he'll know a bit of scheming, and and Michael may be powerless to resist.
Yeah, speaking of Michael, it's the first time we've had to mention him this broadcast. He obviously on Sunday we announced the return of E-Challenge by New Dimension Racing, which will be happening soon, as Rick Cardle now tries to get through on the inside and does so. So yeah, Michael losing out a place there to a driver that's already pitted, which is never a good thing. And Twin Cam is still pushing Magic up the back straight to try and catch up to the back of Sobis.
It is a grim feeling to be overtaken by a driver who's already gotten the pit stop out of the way. No real service done to the car apart from that repair, so it's not a case of being heavy on fuel or cold tires. It's just a pure overtake. Fair is fair, but yeah, Sobis having to block Magic, and Twin Cam has to watch anything and everything that happens. But yeah, so far Sobis has done what he needed to do. But of course, Parabolica is where we saw Magic overtake Twin Cam, and he could pull off the same composed move, waiting and waiting for the corner to invite him in. He's dabbing the brakes 2 or 3 times. Now it's the shoe's on the other foot. He slid too heavily, and Twin Cam has a run.
Yeah, but he's boxed in.
Yeah, he's blocked in by Sobis. That was on the backstretch before. That was a pretty good idea from Twin Cam. He didn't have enough overspeed to overtake both Magic and Sobis. So he gave Magic a little bump on the straight and tried to send Magic over through Sobis, but Sobis was able to hold on. Now they go. Sobis goes first, and Twin Cam will slot between him and Magic. And Magic is actually the one to lose the place here throughout the lap.
Magic decides to back out in the hopes of getting the switch back. Ultimately, that was not a trick that caught Twin Cam out. So he continues to focus on trying to get the overtake on Sobis.
Tries to bring it alongside, and there he will on the inside of the slight left turn, but will leave him outside on the right turn, which is a more notable turn here. And well, that allows Magic to catch up because these 2 guys in front interfering with each other's lines, and they can go through as quickly as they would like to.
Yeah, this is a pretty frantic battle as Magic goes off again in the background, leaving these two to squabble.
Sobis, not prime exit out of 13, I'm afraid. Of course, yeah, the dive bomb into 14, not possible. So again, these 3 are providing the best action, but we'll switch over to Ricardo. Getting past Zafiralis' McElroy in his second overtake on his journey back to the podium.
Yeah, here he goes. McElroy might not want to make this too easy for him, as we switch to Twin Cam, who's trying to go around the outside then on Sobis and makes another place. Good move. Or is he going to overshoot again? Ooh, almost. He's doing this a lot. This is his troublesome corner for sure. Gaining places, then losing them straight back.
Oh, watch out.
He's through this time. Yeah, it's all about the last corner, the Parabolica. Can Sobis send it inside? He will try for sure. He's going very deep. Takes the space off from Twin Cam, and he can make it as quite a start as he wants. And that's Sobis true for right now, but let's see if the Twin Cam has the better exit and probably the slipstream as well. Twin Cam, he's got the slipstream, and Magic also very close behind, looking for any easy opportunities to get overtakes, but that's Twin Cam slightly ahead of Sobis, and Twin Cam will leave the brakes a little later, and he will go through. on the first chicane again.
Oh, and I've trouble for Lorenzo. He hit the curbs out of turn 3 very heavily, sending
he's
him
gone.
airborne, and he decides to retire.
Flashbacks to Owen screaming down my ear on Sunday, but slightly less energetic, that one.
Yeah, I'm
still,
trying to mind my manners today. I listened back to it and I was like, yeah, the scream, like that was what scared people, I thought. So I'm trying to be more careful.
Yeah. I like that you leant into the scream a little bit more there. As we switch to Magic, still trying to get past Sobis. This is some pretty entertaining stuff. But yeah, Lorenzo gone. That was a shame. He was making places.
Well, these three-way battle, they are still in the same positions as they were start of this lap. Twincam leading, Sobis following behind, and Magic third one. Magic trying to overtake Sobis, but not really good place to put it alongside, and we'll have to yield and find another spot. And yet again, Sobis very wide line here. It will compromise his exit, and Magic, he's just behind. He's gonna get the slipstream, and I wonder if we're gonna see overtaking into the next right-hander here.
Well, he's in the perfect slipstream, as you said. And, well, Sobis is going to defend the inside, and Magic just pushes him. Well, each to their own. Probably trying to keep up with Twincam, who knows? But Twincam seems to be on his own mission. He seems to have sorted out the corkscrew section here, and these lot are off on their way. Mantas has lost his force feedback for one of the corners, but still has a 7-second lead over Jordan Lavrikov. That's quite a remarkable thing, or not an enjoyable thing to happen mid-corner, I'm sure. Losing your force feedback like that. But yeah, still he's able to maintain. Yeah.
It's also weird that it goes away for such a bit and then comes back. Some weird glitch, but yeah, those happen. Luckily he doesn't get affected by it.
Twincam, Sobis and Magic all got PBs, overall PBs, LFS World PBs on the previous lap, so they're all pushing each other quite hard, and this is nice to see them all setting their best lap times ever at this combination during the race. Clearly improving.
Even though they just spread out a little bit more and the competition isn't quite fierce right now, but yeah, those PBs still that they are just pushing their absolute best that they can. Magic still though pretty close to Sobis and might be able to pull some trickery here again towards the long straights towards the end of the lap.
Yeah, we'll see how they fare. I'm looking at Rony on his way back up the field. Akka Koivunen in 15th is in his way.
Yeah, sorry about a little feedback noise here. Some technical issues, but we will solve those out as soon as we can. But here we have it's Rony just behind Pekka Koivunen, and he's really close. Let's see if he can get the exit and try to take the overtake. Seems though Koivunen got a pretty good exit himself, and it won't be a challenge through this straight yet.
He's got a decent opportunity, not necessarily right now, but it could come down to the Parabolica if Rony can secure these two chicanes. One of them is pretty flat, and then we're going to rise up before we fall straight back down. Oh, you got one wheel on the grass, but Pekka had it even worse. So this is the opportunity that I had fabricated, but it's almost reality. Let's see if he goes for it.
Yeah, and indeed he will. He'll send it very deep into the corner, right inside, and Koivunen taking the wide line, trying to tighten it up, and Koivunen will get much better exit, and he will be right alongside on straight again, and it will be a drag race where Koivunen will have a little bit of overspeed, but they are just side to side through the.
Yeah, Rony has the inside line for the first part of the right, left, right. So Pekka will have to brake later if he fancies it. No, I think Rony will just ease into the curbing, and he'll make the position his own. So well done, Rony.
Yeah, Koivunen played it pretty safe there. Rony was able to capitalize on that. Here we see Ricardo is climbed already on the P9, which is, well, yeah, he's having really good pace and not really being slowed down by these other cars behind him.
Soini losing a few positions there, getting repassed by Rick Cardle. Rick Cardle now up to P9 in the race. And Yari now looking like he wants to get past as well. Oh, Soini's gone off, in fact. So a great start for Soini. He was up to P6 at one point, and now deciding to take the scenic route through the first sector. So, yeah, needs to compose himself, see what he can pick up from this race. But it was a good start, but potentially some tyre overheating issues. I'm not sure, but not enjoying himself at the moment. Meanwhile, someone who's probably enjoying themselves more than anybody is Mantas, 8.2 seconds in the lead. Lavrikov's going to be hard-pressed to even see Mantas out of his windscreen in a minute when he gets to the home straight. Might just be able to see him, yes, just disappearing around the final corner. Jordan must be thinking, what on earth have I got to do to catch up to this guy? Unreal pace. Unite having his own trouble there, squirreling out of the corkscrew section. And Asker, well, he's still in touching distance, guys. He really wants a podium here today.
Yeah, if Unit keeps doing those mistakes, like we saw him like going like sideways, that doesn't really help him, and Oscar can actually catch him up. But here we got Magic again, side by side with Sobis, and Sobis going from the inside, tapping a little brakes. It's gonna tighten up the corner here. Yeah, Magic's gonna get better exit than Sobis, and gonna be alongside. Oh,
contact.
There's alongside Weed and Motimokri as well. Little contact there. Yeah, taken, but keep going.
I think Motimokri will be buoyed by the fact that Teemu Soini, his lap time is just sinking further into mediocrity. He's going to be in the 3-minute 12s or 13, something very, very alarming. 3 minutes 14.4. Motimokri 3 minutes 1.9. So that's a huge chunk of time that has eluded Teemu.
Magic trying to get up the inside of Sobis into the first hairpin. They're going to be side by side yet again. So the runoff down to the first sector line is going to be side by side affair, I think. Yep, Magic back on the inside. That's Rick Cardle in the back, who's already pitted, of course. He is 36 seconds off of our leader, which is an absolutely massive amount. There is a 10-second mandatory pit stop that all of our drivers must make, as Sobis is trying to maintain this position and will do into the sweepers there.
Yeah, Magic had very good overspeed there. on the left-hand side, but not quite fast enough to get all the way past Sobis, and Sobis was able to defend on the upcoming right-hander. Now it's Magic all over him again.
Yeah, so some close battles in this midfield, perhaps. That might be disturbed a little bit by Rick Cardle coming back through, so let's see what happens. They won't have blue flags. Rick Cardle has to get through these as quickly as possible if he wants to maintain his podium place that he had before he pitted. He was fighting hard with Lavrikov.
Yeah, he certainly was, but Rick, Magic has certainly alerted to the sight of the purple Sidus car. I think he's already lost the slipstream, so it's inevitable that Magic will concede the P8. Oh, maybe not. Oh, he's thrown a huge drift. Yeah, he doesn't have to. Oh, that's an incredible defense, and I don't think Rick was expecting it until the very last moment. So brilliant job from Magic.
This is getting interesting now. It's actually a three-way battle between Sobis, Magic, and Ricardo. Let's see if Ricardo can make some magic here and overtake them both. He's at least gonna go through Magic here. Will he get Sobis' slipstream? He might, yeah.
Ooh, just about.
Magic.
Is Magic closer to Rick? Yes, he is. Magic might get him back here, and why not? Absolutely no reason why he shouldn't have a go. Yeah, Sobis just got and just about good enough exit there. Maybe Magic's going to push him. Magic's going to push him. Or is he? Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Cheeky. So cheeky. Oh, and then backs off. Interesting. Well, I don't know if Sobis will be particularly happy about that, but at least it means that Sobis doesn't lose any time, and Rick Cardle kind of gains back the time that he would have lost. But no, Sobis doesn't want that. Sobis is trying to get back through. This is great stuff. Oh, Magic must be having a bit of a giggle there. Rick Cardle gets the switch back. Maybe this is the chance for Magic. Maybe no. Too much slide.
Yeah, well, that's quite a wise thing to do from Magic here. He knows that he can fight Sobis better alone himself rather than have Ricardo like mix up the pack a little bit. So he just sends Ricardo past Sobis and he can keep on challenging.
Yeah, so Rick passes the first pair of dueling XRTs and has to now focus on catching up to the next two, which is the Moody and Twin Cam for that will be P5 once he catches and passes them, which we assume is inevitable, but that's probably a little bit unfair on the talented drivers that are just at the bottom of shot there. But Rick is on some sort of super pace here at the moment. Has lost another couple of seconds to our leaders though, so that early pit stop is a confusing one. He must have had some he must have had some noticeable damage. He came in to repair it on lap, what was it, lap 2?
It was lap 4.
Yeah, lap 5.
Anyway, that's been a very good club from him. Already back to P7. If they take into account that everyone before him has to pit as well for 10 seconds, then he's going to be up in very good places, and I'm counting he can do at least the podium, maybe even P2.
I think P2 will be a stretch even now, so we'll have to wait and see. He's 30 seconds off Jordan Lavrikov. We'll have to keep an eye on the pace of both of them. As we now switch to Themuli for Zafiranis, who's still trying to catch up to Vincam.
Yeah, well, we can see perhaps there's only about a 2/10 difference between these two drivers on this current lap. And Twin Cam actually merges into pit lane, so this could be big for his strategy if he can find the gap just behind, I'd say perhaps Weed or thereabouts. Yeah, he'd be doing very well.
Well, we'll see where he ends up. Meanwhile, I think Oscar has taken a bunch of time off of Unite, and even more so now that Unite's finding himself in the weeds. Let's see how much time Oscar's going to gain on him here. We could see these two fighting for the next couple of laps as well. At this rate, Oscar just narrowly outside the slipstream range there, and they'll be halfway through the race at the end of this lap. So, crucial times in the race coming up.
We've seen Unite struggle a couple of times now. He's not really injuring all that much. He's still on P3 though. Really good drive, but Oscar really caught him like a couple laps before this difference between them was much more noticeable. So not really the best days of Unite.
Yeah, Twincam has returned to the track behind Rony, so it's not the end of the world by any means. But we can now see that Rony's perhaps grown into this race after he pitted immediately once the opportunity came up. So yeah, this could be crucial for the battle for a top 10 finish.
Yeah, and there's the gap between them is fairly small. So Twincam didn't lose too much time, interestingly, battling with them. So interesting stuff.
Yeah, but Twincam has a good strain of cars coming. There's Rony, Pekka Konen, and Michael Malek just ahead of him. So he will have the fight throughout them again.
Rick is in the draft and out of the draft of Themuli. Backs out of it on this occasion. Oh, this is uncomfortable for Rick.
Yeah. The Emily goes wide. That allows Rick to just slip through.
Oh, they both got that pretty wrong. I think Themuli was less to blame for that because he was following Rick, who he probably assumed was going to get it right, considering the pace at which he caught him up.
So Rick lost a bit there. He touched the tire barriers there, and that kind of made him slow down a little bit. That's why the Emily got back so close. But yeah, that's Rick Calder being very fast, and it's very hard to keep up with him. As we can see.
Yeah, and he's got a 20-second gap ahead of him now to Unite, who's already going into the first chicane. Rick's only just going over the pit entry, so yeah, that's a big gap to gain. And yeah, Oscar into P3 after the fight with Unite has already gained 2 seconds over him, so Unite's struggling at this stage.
Oh
no!
Their Cardinal went wide on the exit of first chicane. That allows the Emily to get past him once again. Oh, that's a big mistake from him.
Yeah, any hopes of a race victory now lie in the hands of the gods, I think, because it's unlikely that Mantas, Lavrikov, Oscar, or Unite are going to make such errors. I mean, Rick might lose out on a podium even here if he keeps doing this. But yeah, he's definitely hampered himself with that early pit stop for sure. Jordan Lavrikov lapping consistently, but 10 seconds off the lead now as we are halfway through. So you can expect that to be around about 20 seconds if the pace of both the leader and P2 continue, which is a massive gap. This is interesting. We've got Michael Malek leading a bit of a train, Pekka Koivunen, Rony, and Twincam. At least 2 of those guys have already pitted. Yeah, Twincam and Rony have. So expect them to get past Koivunen and Michael at some point soon.
Rony's been kind of stuck there for a while, and that's allowed Twincam to catch up, and they're forming a little bit of train now.
Well, here we go. Let's see if Rony can try to get through. He's going to go to the inside on Koivunen. Koivunen probably won't defend this too hard when he realises that they're not on the same strategy. Meanwhile, at the front, we've got Rick Cardle trying to get back past Themuli once again. Goes to the inside. Themuli defends the position. Again, he's perfectly entitled to. This is for position. Although Thmulia, as you can see on the timing timer, has yet to stop and holds the place. So Rick is getting a real headache here. And this is deja vu. This is where it happened last lap. Slightly more difficult for Rick this time, and they both get the chicane right for once. But I think the gap is too big now.
Yeah, that should be a finality. That should be the finality to the battle. Yeah, Rick finally has a bit of clear track, and he'll really need to hammer in the lap times to make his race fully count. And Twin Cam, I think, has made a mistake somewhere because
No, he's got past.
No, he's got past. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it has let Koivunen and all away. So yeah, in the process, yeah, he has delayed himself and Rony.
Well, I don't know. I think
also-
Rony might have made a mistake because Twin Cam was always behind. So Rony, I think, has gone for a move. It hasn't paid off, and he's dropped behind Twin Cam. But we'll see. Is now Twin Cam in position to make a move somewhere?
Yeah, that was a really good spot for Rony. He was staying close to Twin Cam, but couldn't make the move in the last corner.
Yeah, Rony gets a good exit from the final corner. Let's see if he can get back past and try to catch up to Koivunen to the inside then for the first chicane. Over start finish.
He's already way past. I think Twin Cam might have lifted there a little bit.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Let Rony past. To not make the first chicane too hard. That's Pekka Kohonen going wide. And Rony's alongside, even ahead of him.
Well, he gets a freebie.
Essentially. Yeah.
And Michael Malik is only there, so not too much further to go for Rony, but a couple of mistakes clearly, or incidents that have stopped him from making as much progress as quickly as he wanted to. Here's Twin Cam trying to get through on Koivunen himself. Koivunen's not going to fall off the road for you, Twin Cam. You're going to have to do it yourself by the looks of it. Oh, and it's a push instead.
Yeah, Twin Cam, he's not too eager to just always get past. He likes to give those little pushes to keep up them both going fast. But, well, he has to be a little bit more selfish than this if you want to keep up with Rony and gain a lot more places here.
I mean, Twin Cam's probably best off waiting for the next straight, I think, at this point.
Pekka slides. Yeah, it's even more of a distraction. Yeah, the switchback is blocked. So yeah, I agree with you, Pete. He has to wait to the straight.
What's worse? The worst thing after a driver ahead of you slides like that is that they perfectly block your overtaking opportunity around the outside. It's so annoying. And Twin Cam will be getting a little bit frustrated. But where can he get through? Let's see. He'll get through on the back straight somewhere. But again, Pekka Koivunen defending what will be the inside for the next corner. And well, Twin Cam's pushing him. So clearly not that disgruntled with him.
Yeah, this is what I mean. He should be a little bit more selfish and just pull alongside it rather than give the pushes. But of course, he can keep up the good pace himself as well. He will give it a little push for Pekka and he will have the slipstream. So it's kind of a win-win situation anyway. But we can see Rony slightly disappearing in front of them, so not really helping Twin Cam.
Yeah, the gap to the lead for Oscar is now 23 seconds, which is unreal.
Twin Cam got too much of the grass out of the Parabolica. He had it reasonably under control at least. But yeah, Pekka will survive another lap in 14th. Rony hasn't really pulled that far clear, but it is enough. A sub 2 minute 59 for Rony, whereas Twin Cam at 3 minutes 0.9, so yeah, he has lost a bit of time.
There is that's actually Unite P4, which means Orska has got past him at some point and has pulled pretty noticeable gap here. A little bit surprising, in my
It
opinion.
happened a
but
while ago, Miika. I know it's been
Yeah.
it's been a while, but yeah, he got through a few laps ago.
I'm a bit surprised that Tavsk has so much more pace than Unite here.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. So we've got a potential move on here with Twin Cam and Pekka. Pekka giving him the room, but a difficult place to get through. Tricky place. Pekka breaks out of that one and lets Twin Cam through. If you want it that much, Twin Cam, then you better take it. But after pushing him around the back part of the lap, it's a weird place to go for an overtake, that one. You do end up both losing out.
Yeah, also ahead of them, Rony has cleared Michael. And we'll have a little bit of breathing space in front of him right now. And let's see if Twin can actually follow and overtake Michael good as well.
Yeah, he's definitely closing up, isn't he?
Maybe he didn't have a great exit 13 because he hit the grass with his rear left. That may have cost him about 2/10, maybe one and a bit. But yeah, next time by Michael should be well within reach of an overtake.
So who's yet to stop? We've got our top four, and then Thimuli down to Montemacari, ZFRL Sandwich, and then Michael and Koivunen yet to stop. So more than half the field have yet to do their mandatory pit stop in this race, and we're well past halfway. So you can probably expect that most of the remaining drivers, other than Thimuli, who pits now, will do it on the penultimate lap.
Great timing there for Thimuli at 10.12 body change or body repairs. Blue flags are out for Spider-Man, so Mantas for the time being will put Spider-Man a lap down. But of course, yeah, if he is legitimately planning to pit as the final quarter of the race is almost upon us, then Spider-Man will get his lap back.
And Michael's botched the first chicane, and Twin Cam has got an overtake off camera. Through he goes up to P13, and pretty close already to the back of Thimuli. And so yeah, Twin Cam is on the move, finally.
Yeah, that's a bit weird place for Emily to pit, and he just ended up in the middle of this all traffic rather than having all space for himself. He can probably stay close to Rony, follow him up. But also Twin Cam, he's gonna be fast behind him. And we might have a battle in hands quite soon.
Yeah, all these drivers have ended up quite close together, which is slightly unusual. It's a very, very long track, this. It's over 8 kilometers long. And with 18 cars still circulating, it's unusual to see this many of them in the same corner, but that's what happens. The race ebbs and flows. Cars concertina together and then they spread out again, and we're at one of those points where they've all ended up on the same piece of tarmac, or rather fighting for the same piece of tarmac. And Mantas has come into the pit lane, so my prophecy about the penultimate lap was wrong. Mantas has come in. Let's see what he can manage. I'm guessing that he's timed this on the fuel then. Let's see how many other drivers have timed this on the fuel and come into the pit lane. Let's see how good Mantas's pit stop is. Will Jordan Lavrikov also come in? No, he doesn't. So he will register a lap in the lead by the looks of it as he takes over from Mantas there.
Yeah, he has got the 10.34 second stop, and Arska will not be able to catch up in time. Mantas will be ahead just in time for the chicane.
Yeah, there he goes. And yeah, Arska is just there, but yet to stop. So that's how big the advantage Mantas created was. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's
Comes out
just
in P2.
absurd.
Yeah.
keeping that pace going through the whole race, that's beyond my understanding.
Well, fair play. That is some legendary pace from Mantas there.
Ricardo will finally know exactly the deficit he has to Mantas coming up in the first sector line. It will be coming up in just a moment for Mantas, so we'll get the approximation. He's crossing under the Michelin Bridge now. There we go. His gap to Jordan is 13.82 seconds. Yeah, that's easily retrievable. Ricardo will be crossing under the bridge now, so it could be another 15 seconds or so behind. That's an eternity, yeah. 17.8 seconds.
Yeah, he's lost a lot of time.
Yeah.
A lot of time. I mean, yeah, we can't possibly know the reason during the race about what happened, but yeah, just an unlucky opening to the race for Rick, and 13-second gap to his own teammate at this stage. The gap to Unite is almost 14 seconds. A big deficit, and almost 20 seconds to Mantas. So that's the advantage that Mantas has gained in 13 laps. But Ricardo may get a podium still out of this, as we've got these lot all closing up together. Twin cam in the background. Thamuli, then Rony, and this car, McElroy.
Yeah, it's actually McElroy first, and Rony and following him. McElroy being slightly slower. He's not had the pace today. Will Rony attack him? He probably will, but so will Harmon. Oh, this is gonna be interesting three-way battle. Rony, bit of beef for the hamburger here between our cars.
Yeah, and to be honest, McElroy could pick a lane and Thamuli can follow in for the slipstream boost. That's exactly what's happened. There's great cooperation between the teammates.
I'm glad he got through, because that burger was a little bit too green for me. And the two ZF cars are back together. And the salad with the bright red stripe down it has not really got much of a choice. Maybe he'll try to get back past.
He is still very close. He can make a move here on the last turn. He's gonna send it inside. Of course he does.
Yeah, but he's going to compromise his exit. No way he gets back through.
Oh, there's slight contact.
No way.
That's Sony sliding.
Oh.
Now the tree wide there. Oh my god.
We have a 3-wide situation. Well, that I did not expect after lap 2.
Not what you expect, really. And not the place you want to be at.
No, Rony got past.
Rony is still in the slipstream of the Emily, and McElroy is falling behind. And Rony is actually going to get through both of them here.
Twin cam's here as well. Rony gets through both cars. That was a great attempt into the Parabolica, but does eventually get back through both of the ZF4L cars. Well, I did not expect that going into the final corner. And now Twin cam fancies to go as well. It's a good move.
Yeah, very great stuff from Rony. That's very opportunistic. And now the McElroy and Hamley fighting each other. This is not favoring them too much. Twin cam though, he's looking hungry. He's gonna stack it behind Hamley properly here. Take the slipstream and just gonna yoink past McElroy.
Yeah, Twin cam is a cat with his claws out at this point. Look, got some lag and he gets forced off the track. Oh, and a blare of the horn as well.
Yeah, that was very unlucky. It was just slightest of hits, but like coming into play, and it affected Twin cam much more than it should have.
Yeah, for sure. But these two still dicing it out as teammates.
Yeah, still going side by side, which is quite extraordinary from them, especially with this pace difference. Not try and cooperate that too much.
Rony, meanwhile, has been allowed to almost start to run away, although Thamuli now with some clear air as well, so maybe the lap times will start to come down. But what will Twin Cam be doing now? He'll be trying to get past Martin McElroy to begin with.
Martin McElroy really under pressure here. He's left out of the slipstream of the Emily and can't use it to his advantage. Meanwhile, Twin Cam, he has the overspeed and he's close enough. Not really gonna be able to pull out a move here. Not yet, he's not close enough. But maybe we'll see some last corner heroes again.
We had to lift there.
One big slide.
He brings the back end out as well, so it's ragged driving from Twin Cam. That's frustrating, and it is certainly taking its toll.
Jordan Lavrikov on lap 20, some 12 seconds ahead of Mantas, but really, what even can he do at this point? He's driving as fast as he can, but it's just not fast enough to open up the gap, as we've got Michael Malek trying to get back past Twin Cam. Twin Cam's gone off again. It hasn't been a good race, this, in terms of consistency for Twin Cam. And Michael gets through. We have Jari Katila in the pit lane while this is going on.
Yeah, Michael stays well ahead. Twin Cam couldn't challenge him back. But Twin Cam has had more pace throughout the race, so he might be pulling some moves back again. But so will probably be Pekka Koivunen right behind.
Yeah, never discount Pekka Koivunen from the fights. He will be as eager to gain positions as anybody else in this fight, so he won't be afraid to get his elbows out and try and get through on Twin Cam, to punish him even more for making yet more mistakes in this race. Honestly surprised not to see Pekka Koivunen further up the grid, to be honest. Often up there in RTFR XL as Twin Cam tries to go around the outside on Michael. That is interesting, unorthodox. And Michael keeps the place. Pekka gets closer. So yet again, these three brought back together. These drivers are all struggling with the rear end of the XRT. It's a really, really difficult combo. Mantas has not made this easy for everybody, choosing this combo as a result of winning last time out in February. The winner of RTFR XL gets to pick the combination for the next round. But if he wins again tonight, which he looks sure to do, then second place honours will pick the next combination, as Pekka Koivunen lines up Twin Cam now onto the back straight.
Yeah, that's a really good run from Koivunen. He will be alongside here on the straight, choosing the outside line. Oh, this is quite interesting. We've seen Ricardo pull up overtake move from the outside, and Koivunen tries to similar thing, but he spins it. He dropped the rear wheel on the grass, and that was slippery enough to send him sideways.
Yeah, Twin Cam went off as well, but luckily didn't lose a place because of it. Pekka Koivunen didn't just lose a place, but he's put a whole bunch of energy into those tyres. That is not going to be a comfortable finish to the race for him. Already struggling with the rear out of the corkscrew. Mantas has also made an error. Mantas has lost 3 seconds or 2.5 seconds on the last lap, so he's also been off somewhere. The gap was 12.7, it's now 15. So, yep, Mantas is not out of the woods yet. Unless Jordan Lavrikov has found an injection of pace. He still needs another 10 seconds if he wants to take the win here. This is a mammoth effort. 2 seconds a lap, don't think it's possible, but we will see.
Yeah, Mantas would need to pull some more mistakes like that. A couple more he can afford, but it seems very probable that he will have the consistency to win the race.
Intrigue at the side of the podium here. We've got Unite and Ricardo. No, sorry, Unite and Asker catching up with, getting closer together again. Unite catching Asker. Oscar got past Unite a while ago, but the gap has come down in the last few laps. So again, Unite with an injection of pace, but only 5 laps left at the end of this one. Rick Cardle's still close enough to them to get 3rd place after the rest of the drivers pit. But here we go, side by side again between these two.
Door to door, yeah. You've really got to be careful in this high speed, super long corner. We turn 7 for them at the moment. So yeah, this has to be surgical precision here for Twin Cam. He's going to make the pass in this complex. Once he makes the pass, then he really has to get a move on. Otherwise, his chance to beat the Zafiralis duo will start to fade away. And here we go into 12. He's got to hang it high. And then, he's done it. So out of 13, he's got it.
Let's see if Michael can keep up close. We got a long straight coming up. If Michael can take a good exit, stay in the slipstream, he could do something, but seems like he's got a bit too far away.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. He's too far back to make a serious challenge. He could claw in 1 or 2 miles per hour in the slipstream, but he's not going to be able to overtake into the chicane. There you can see exactly how far back he is, so too much. And Rick in chat is saying he's lost his audio from his game, so he will have to really pay attention to his revs and anything in the surrounding area, as I must pay attention to Unite pitting, so it's all going on. Timing at extreme success there, 10.05, so he's learned his lessons of the past.
So software and hardware glitches affecting not only Mantas with the force feedback cut out, but audio issues for Rick Cardle, and I think we can all vouch for how difficult that is to deal with, as Twin Cam is also back in a fight with ZFRL, this time with Motta Macari. Put back up. Want to go around the outside.
Yeah, one staying sideline for the first chicane here.
Oh, and I've worked it out.
Yeah, that's a great move.
I've worked it out. Twin Cam's mistakes today are attributed to his 2-day hangover.
Of course.
He was drinking for you as well, Owen. I'll have you remember.
I know.
That is absolutely a viable reason why Twin Cam might be off his game. So you should thank him, actually. And we should give him less of a hard time.
I will have a chat about his driving today, and we'll see if I can give him a pass on it today.
Yeah, but to be honest, he's proven us a lot of good entertainment tonight, so
yes, that's true.
We might want to thank him.
He has had the lion's share of the camera, to be fair. So, yeah. Well, Twin Cam makes a move on the first of the 2 Zafiralis cars at the late stages of this race. We're still waiting for Jordan Lavrikov to come into the pits. The gap has come down again to 13.99, so the top step of the podium is a dwindling dream for Lavrikov. However, he should take the second step on the podium if his pit stop goes well. Oscar is more than likely going to lose out on that podium to Rick Cardle, unless Rick Cardle does that for the next 4 laps.
That's not a slide you want to make. That will hurt your rear tires.
It will indeed, as Sobis again through the chicane, again exuberant. A number of drivers are really struggling at the late stages. Magic will get past again. And these two together from the beginning. Unite after his pit stop rejoins just behind him as well.
New fastest lap for Mantas, just to exemplify his dominance. So anything Jordan Lavrikov can do, really, it's not going to be enough. Looking from the back of Sobis, it's Unite looking to make up places after his pit stop.
Magic's going to go in the pit lane and neutralise this battle before it gets going. It's going to release Unite and Sobis to continue their fighting. Magic is just timing this, presumably on guesswork. There he goes. 10.2 seconds. Better than Mantas's fuel stop, so good effort. No work going on that car, so he's timed that to perfection. And comes out of the pit lane behind Thamuli Rony. Where's Twin Cam? Twin Cam's up to speed, but has a green machine in front of him.
Personal bests for Twin Cam and Martin McCarry, I believe, or Thamuli, excuse me. Yeah, absolutely brilliant job for both of those drivers. But yeah, Magic has held on to the position from Twin Cam. There was just no opportunity to gain the move up the hill.
Unite is catching up to the back of Sobis after his stop. And Sobis yet to make his pit stop. And we'll be very well aware of that, but we'll still want to battle nonetheless, probably. Only, how many is that? 7 drivers yet to stop, including our current race leader. But we expect Mantas to get back past with ease when Lavrikov puts his car in pit lane.
You're not really close to Sobis here. Sobis, of course that is. And he's actually giving him the push on the straight again. Pretty much like Twin Cam has made many times here.
Yeah, I guess Unite doesn't want to give Sobis the slipstream on their own straight, so he'll try to do it on him, do it himself, as Twin Cam elects to go to the inside on Magic before the long run to the corkscrew. Magic back in the slipstream, or is he going to stay out of it? Well, it's flashing his headlights.
Well, it's kind of the role reversal from probably back on lap 10 or thereabouts when Twin Cam had lost the place to Magic, and I thought to myself and said it on comms that he should have gone in slipstream, and maybe it could be the case where Magic he will use a bit of slipstream here and they'll go to the outside.
He made the track twice as wide and put it to good use, coming out the corkscrew. Forces Twin Cam to take the inside line, the early apex. Magic can cut back for a late apex and get a good exit. And well, Twin Cam goes defensive over to the left-hand side of the circuit, making Magic do the hard work. But Magic's close enough for a slipstream here, so he could get back through. Or is it going to be a big bump? It's going to be a big bump in it.
He really tried to go right side of Twin Cam.
He's going to load him up on the brakes.
Yeah, Twin Cam kind of blocked that move, so he stayed behind, gave a little bit of bump, and will try to follow. Find another place to make the overtake.
2.5 laps to go for our race leader, as Michael Malik now decides it's his turn to go into the pit lane. And let's see what he times his stop to be. He's not in a direct fight with anybody at this point. No work going on. He's very much clear of Hermione.
No, he's missed the time.
Oh no!
9.98.
Ah, Michael. Well, he'll take a penalty for that. He won't bother coming into the pit lane again. But yeah, a small time penalty will be applied to Michael's race. So 0.02 of a second off the legal time for a mandatory pit stop in RTFR XL. Michael, you've done so many mandatory pit stops in your time. How did you get it wrong?
Yeah, it's only something he'll be able to answer, but I suppose he wanted the perfect 10, and it was just out of reach.
Maybe he thought he was going to get a free meal if he hit 10 seconds. As we've got Sobis and Unite battling again. And Unite's backing off of it. Doesn't want to get past Sobis at this point. Leaving it to some other part of the track. Oh, but Sobis has got that completely wrong and will be a roadblock for Unite. Unite gracious enough to wait for him, but no, has to take the place in the end. Oh dear, well. Fair play to Unite there.
I was just about to say that probably Unite knows that Sobis will have the do the pit stop and won't just he doesn't want to fight and lose time. But well, that answers that.
Yeah, Jordan Lavrikov has to come into the pits this lap. We are now on the penultimate lap, so Oscar comes into the pit lane as well now. No work going on, so another timed pit stop. Let's see if he can manage it better than Michael did. 10.45, so a little bit more time given away. Magic's got past Twin Cam again. So Twin Cam still recovering from that hangover. Sobis comes into the pits. Where will he emerge? Probably somewhere around the Koivunen and Motomikari gap, I expect. Fuel going in, interesting. A tiny splash and dash. Some cars go around. Soini also in. 10.25 for Sobis. And here comes Motomikari into the pit lane as well. 10.1 seconds for Soini. As Koivunen gets through. Motomikari accidentally repairing damage on the penultimate lap. That's a mistake.
Oh,
and trouble for Timu coming out of the pits. He spotted his teammate Yari and he got out of the way. And it seems like the two need to come to an agreement of some sort. I think Yari has the position. Motomikari, he spent 9 seconds longer in the pits than he needed to.
Oh, so that's an unfortunate self-awarded penalty for Motomikari for getting to turn off.
Oh, and he comes straight out in front of Michael. Michael's
gone off.
Take evasive action.
Wait.
No!
Oh.
It went all wrong.
Was it deliberate? It was deliberate. It was deliberate, right? Nobody goes over that.
Yeah, well, Michael could have. Yeah, he could have reacted to Motomikari coming out. He did kind of rejoin the track urgently, but then Michael probably had the chance to brake. He took the shortcut and is out of the race for good.
Did he jump or was he pushed? I think he jumped.
Yeah, a bit of a jump. Yeah.
Oh, well, Jordan Lavrikov will come into the pit lane now and see a stranded Michael Malik on his roof in the first chicane. Here he comes. And this is going to be interesting. Where is he going to come out in relation to Rick Cardle? Slowed down quite early and takes up a pit box. Where is Rick? Rick is coming out of the final corner. I think Lavrikov is going to have this quite easily. So it is unfortunate, I guess, that Rick Cardle may actually lose out on a podium here to Lavrikov.
Just off and we'll get to the speed right now. So Ricardo is way too far to challenge Lavrikov here.
Yeah, he is indeed. Lavrikov's already through turn one. There's Michael Malik. Hello, and off he goes on his way. Well, that's a good effort from Lavrikov. On to the final lap we go.
Yeah, as we said, Arsk has done a really good job today in fourth place. Perhaps the rub of the green that Unite had the trouble with Sobis a little while ago, that would have cost him a lot of time. But yeah, I have to say, Arsk, of course, Mantas gets. And Unite wants to play bumper rescue car for
this is
Unite.
So confusing. Unite's in a good position here. Well, actually, he's got such a big gap ahead and behind that he thought, well, I might as well give it a go out on my drive past. Is anyone else tempted? Rony's gone off onto the grass in sympathy, but no one else is going to go and help Michael Malik. Chris McElroy in the commentary box is going to come and help Michael Malik, apparently. No, tempted, but not going to join a live racetrack. Not a good precedent, that. So as we head on to the back straight for the final time, it's Mantas who has an absolutely enormous lead over Jordan Lavrikov, 13.5 seconds. And it looks like GT4 Tube has emerged from the pits after a 24 or 22 lap break to conclude the racing action today, as you do.
He's been waiting the entire hour. I think he brought a little story in his head that his car had an oil pressure fault and he just sat in the garage pretending it was getting repaired. So, yeah, that's a very unusual one.
Yeah, he might be there.
Did you not know that the RNRTFR stands for role play, Owen?
Yes, of course.
As we head out of the final corner for Mantas, Miika, why don't you bring him home?
Yeah, great job from Mantas, being so consistent, so fast through the whole race. Well, he did some mistake there, lost a couple seconds. But what's a couple seconds when you lead with 14.5 seconds over the second place? Here he comes, the last bit of turn, right into the straight finish line. He's the race winner by a large margin today. What a race from Mantas.
Yeah, an absolute masterclass from him.
Yeah, behind him is Jordan Lavrikov. Very great drive, solid second place. No one challenged him. Ricardo fell quite far back on P3. Here we got him in the same picture. Yeah, what an awesome drive from all the top three.
Yeah, I can agree with Miika, yeah. Unite putting on a big drifting show, just in 5th place there, and a nice solid drive for Aston 4th. Yeah, I suppose, the Destruction Derby on PlayStation 1, I think Destruction Derby 2 to be absolutely precise, that's the livery he's used, and he tried to help out Michael in a very derby car sort of attitude. But yeah, great drive for Unite to get a top 5, and he reverse. Yes.
Yeah, I can't even repeat what I just heard in my ear, but I'll leave it to someone else. Some silliness going on in the commentary box at the end of this race, but the drivers coming across start finish. Remy getting P9 there, Sobis getting P10. And it's the world-class Lions duo of Jari and Soini who come across in P11 and 12. And then Mossy McCarry will take P13. And that should be the final car to come across start-finish. In fact, yeah, Pekka Koivunen just finishes there. But here comes Mossy McCarry to round out our finishers. In P14, Hermione there 15th, Spider-Man 16th, and GT4 Tube deciding to emerge from the garage and fix his car. There's Mantas on the podium aloft to round out this 26 laps of Aston Historic Reversed. Mantas will not get to choose the combo for the next race. That honour will go to this man, Jordan Lavrikov.
Yeah, I'll be very fascinated to see what he picks. It's probably a new high benchmark for Jordan. Finished second in an RTFR event, so congratulations to him. But yeah, the class of the field, Mantas, it goes without saying, absolutely incredible.
So Mantas wins in 1 hour, 17 minutes and 32 seconds ahead of Jordan Lavrikov. 15 seconds back. 20 seconds back was Rick Cardle. Then we had Asker just off the podium on this occasion by 16 seconds. Unite, Thamuli, Magic, Twincam, Rony and Sobis are your top 10. And then the final 6 finishers were Jari Katila, Timu Soini, Pekka Koivunen, Motti Mikari, Hermani and Spider-Man. Michael Malik DNF'd there, flipped his car over the sandbanks after emerging from the pit lane next to a ZFRL car. Weed didn't finish. Lorenzo didn't finish. Boy barely made the start, let's be honest. And then over on the second page of results, GT4 Tube, 24 laps down. So that brings to a close the 87th ever Rony's Tuesday Fun Race in Live for Speed. And if you enjoyed that and you want to join us for the next one, you can do. It's going to be taking place on April 16th at a combination to be decided by Jordan Lavrikov. But yeah, that does bring to a close tonight's action from Live for Speed. And yeah, we thank everybody for competing. Thanks to Miika and Eoin for joining me in the commentary box as ever. Chris McElroy in the background as well. And for Race Green Events for putting it on. World Class Lines for sponsoring. You for watching. And our drivers once again. Congrats to our podium. And thank you everybody for tuning in. Miika, Eoin, it was a good one.
Yeah, well, plenty of action. We have had some races in RDF or Excel that are a little bit more boring, not such like being action-packed like today. But well, I gotta give it these 3 runs of this year. These have been incredible. I wonder if we can keep up this streak going. Yeah. Anyway, it was a very enjoyable race once again today, and it was nice being here with you.
It's been a heck of a, I suppose, a 48-hour period. So yeah, I've loved every minute. So yeah, thanks very much as ever for all the work that everyone puts in behind the scenes, and of course the drivers for putting in a fabulous performance on a very difficult combo.
Thanks very much, gents, and thanks again to all of you for watching. We'll see you at the next one from all of us here at Sim Broadcast. We hope you have a great week, and we'll see you at RTFR, the normal version, next Tuesday. So have a good one, and good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.